Spotting this one thing could mean the difference between mouth-watering meat and boring bland barbecue. Here are a few clues to detect some righteous Q. There's some old wisdom about how to identify good barbecue restaurants, which says that 3 things will tell you all you need to know. First, the best barbecue places have gravel parking lots. Second, if a pork barbecue place has an anthropomorphic pig on its sign, the food will almost certainly be great. Third, any good barbecue joint will have burned down at least once during its time in business. If a place meets all 3 criteria, well, now you're cooking. Of course, there are many more serious ways of judging whether a barbecue joint is going to offer a satisfying meal. According to Garden & Gun, who spoke to several experts, a gas-fired barbecue pit will often be a bad sign, as you should traditionally use wood smoke to impart flavor to the meat. Equally, great barbecue joints should feature something unique on the menu beyond your standard meaty fare. The publication lists smoked bologna or chicken stew as examples. Barbecue joints should also have a sense of place, meaning that Texas joints should serve brisket, South Carolina restaurants need a dash of mustard sauce, and North Carolina spots must always offer hush puppies. You probably know that pitmasters take their barbecue craft very seriously, often spending countless hours and a lot of money perfecting their preferred cooking method. So if there's anyone qualified to determine what makes a real barbecue joint, it's Rodney Scott.
I wish the people watching this at home could smell this place. It's unbelievable.
Thank you. It'd be smell-o-vision.
An American chef and pitmaster from Hemingway, South Carolina, Scott specializes in whole hog barbecue. He opened his eponymous barbecue restaurant in 2017, Rodney Scott's BBQ, which Bon Appetit magazine later named one of the 50 best restaurants in the country. Scott was also awarded the James Beard Foundation's Award for Outstanding Chef Southeast in 2018, but his awards and achievements didn't stop there. After opening a second location of Rodney Scott's BBQ in Birmingham, Scott was inducted into the Barbecue Hall of Fame in 2021. Besides appearing on broadcast television many times over the last few years, Scott starred in Season 1, Episode 3 of the Netflix show Chef's Table BBQ. Even though Scott's specialty is whole hog barbecue, he later learned his way around several barbecue styles, so it's fair to say that this guy knows his stuff. Recently, Insider sat down with Scott and discussed the red flags surrounding poor quality barbecue restaurants. The first things to look for in a barbecue joint, Scott told the outlet, is a pile of wood, smoke wafting around the place, or even the actual pits where barbecue is smoked. The important thing to figure out is whether the barbecue is cooked on site. If your eyes or your nose do not tip you off, Scott said, you should assess the location of the restaurant, determining whether it is located in a venue likely to have the space for smoking, along with a chimney or other equipment needed to vent smoke. If you are still unsure, Scott recommends walking by the restaurant and trying to catch the smell of meat cooking. For instance, a barbecue joint in an airport should instantly set alarm bells ringing. After all, how much smoke is an airport really going to allow on site? After that, you've got to wonder how and where that restaurant is cooking their meat. Not being able to see or smell a smoker also came up as a red flag in a Fox News feature on barbecue joints. Tuffy Stone of Virginia's Q Barbecue told the channel that you should always look for a smoker either outside the main building or in a smokehouse located somewhere nearby. According to Scott, other warning signs include a menu offering an array of Q styles from different states, and any radical departure from classic side dishes such as coleslaw, baked beans, and potato salad. Avoid these pitfalls, however, and you should be in for a treat.